You know, as soon as I hit play, that I have to let a pet in the room or out of the room. Hello, I'm Ellen Gormley. Welcome to the 5 Minute Crochet Podcast. Hope you're having a great day. Today is Thursday, the 27th. So I'm running a little late as usual these days. I used to be so punctual, but you know, life gets crazy. So for those of you who were missed yesterday, Mara had a tonsillectomy and adenoidectomy, and everything went well. Thank you all so much for your prayers and good wishes and good vibes and all of that. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. She's doing really well. She's in a ton of pain. So we are up in the middle of the night doing the medication as prescribed. So let me log in here since I'm running late for work too. So she's doing well. So I'll be checking on her in between seeing clients today. So hopefully, I don't know much about surgery, but I'm thinking the second day probably hurts more than the first day. Thank you, Carlene. So as the medication and anesthesia and stuff wears off, I'm thinking the second day might be worse. So I'm not looking forward to that. But anyway, here we are. So grateful that we have technology and smart doctors and compassionate and intelligent nurses. So I'm grateful for the technology and the beautiful hospitals that we have, and just really grateful that we have the resources that we have just to do what we take for granted. You know, a tonsillectomy doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it's kind of a big deal. And so, good morning, Linda. Yeah, tonsillectomy is painful. Yeah, people said that, and we knew that that was true, but as a 22-year-old, I think they say the pain is worse as you get older. Anyway, none of that. Enough of that. Anyway, you're not here to hear about that. You're here to hear about crochet. So I did take crochet with me to the hospital and sat in the waiting room, and I crocheted for about 10 minutes out of all that time because while I love people and I love talking crochet, like I just wasn't in the mood to like have conversations in the surgery waiting room with people who were like, oh, I crochet too. And I'm like, yay, you know, like, thank you. But I just want to be in my own head at the moment. And so I found that I just couldn't really tolerate, I just didn't want to talk to people. And my crochet, of course, invites people to talk to me. And usually when I see someone in person and they ask me, oh, you know, where's the pattern from? And I usually tell them, well, I made it up, you know, and I'm a designer. And they're like, oh, I'd really love to learn. I'm like, well, I have a YouTube channel. So I usually go into, it usually starts this whole conversation. And I just wasn't in the mood to go into the whole conversation. So, you know, one lady was like, oh, that's a really beautiful pattern. And I said, thank you. I made it up. And then I just couldn't go any further with it. And then another lady came up and she's like, oh, during COVID, I learned to crochet and it's my passion. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to make these people my friends here on YouTube with you all. Like, I would love that. Like, they would fit right in. And I just was like, great. Like, yay. Like, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do the spiel like I normally do. So anyway, I know that I missed the opportunity to make a couple new friends. Good morning, Brian. But I just didn't have the emotional energy to put myself out there. And in that way, you pull out your rosary or prayer book. No one wants to bother you then. Good point. I even had earbuds in. Yeah, Carlene, yes, my focus was on, I even had earbuds in and a ponytail so people could see my earbuds, and they were still asking me questions. And I'm like, normally I love, of course, to talk about crochet. You know I do. But I just couldn't do it. So anyway, let's see. But I did get a little bit of crocheting done, and then I came home and did a little more crocheting and took a nap. And so that's where my focus has been. I'm adding slowly to the stack back here so that you've got a little bit more to look at. Don't look at my snack bag over there. Don't look too close. Don't zoom in and see, you know, my snack bag. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today, and I hope you have a fantastic day. The good news is I'll be here tomorrow because Mara, with her surgery, will not feel up to doing physical therapy tomorrow, so I will be here tomorrow at a couple minutes before 8. So hopefully I will be more well rested. Hopefully she'll feel even better, and we will let's just manifest that, shall we? Should we put it out into the universe? Put out your intention for the day. Like, okay, I intend for this to be a great day. I intend to have good energy and focus. I intend that I will do 1 or 2 things that will serve myself well today, and get some crocheting. And I did make a video the other day, but after I did it all and had a couple hours away from it, I realized I did it wrong, so I had to delete it. So I'm a little out of practice, but that's okay. I broke the seal. I broke the roots of the proverbial like stagnant tree. I broke it out, and it's time to get back in. The new table works great. The tripod fits well with it. So my client's not here yet, thank goodness. Lots of ice cream on the sore throat. Yeah, like after, they said no dairy though for a couple days. So right now we're on green Jello and ice chips and cold apple juice is what she's doing. So, but yeah, absolutely. We do have fudgesicles for her. So they said that those were okay. Yogurt with almond milk instead of regular dairy milk. So whatever it takes, we will do it, you know. So any popsicles, absolutely. I do have popsicles, especially, and they said no citric acid, so that means no apples, or no oranges, no lemons. So like her electrolyte drink is lemon lime, so that's a no. Her favorite drink from Starbucks is a strawberry refresher with lemonade, so that's a no. So we're just trying to supplement with some things that give her some calories during these few days. Anyway, I'll be here tomorrow. Yay! And I think I have found a couple workarounds for some of the obstacles that I have been encountering with the baby book. So I am excited to push forward on that. And so, setting my intention. I think I'd like to set my intention for being focused today. The intention for today is to keep moving forward, stay optimistic, and take one tiny step towards those things that I really want. Of course, number one goal is to take good care of Mara today, take good care of my clients today, and then beyond that, those are always my number one. And then beyond that, to kind of take micro mini steps forward on the things that bring me joy and that hopefully will make our lives better long term, not just today. So I hope you have a fantastic day. Please leave me a thumbs up if you don't mind. If while you're here, I appreciate it. If you want to leave a comment on how you handle hospitals and doctors' offices and stress with crocheting, does your tension get messed up on your yarn? Anyway, so I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow morning on a Friday. Go figure. So that's all for today. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.